Bringing that restaurant experience into your backyard is just as much fun for you as it is for your guests. It's like elevating your food just takes a little bit of technique, a little bit of forethought. We should just do it. I'm gonna show you guys how to make some lamb lollipops with a mint churri. He's laughing behind the camera, he doesn't know. Chimichurri. We're gonna do a lamb lollipop with mint chimichurri. It's phenomenal, it's delicious, and it's really, really simple. Let me show you how to do it. Let's get started with our lamb. CJ, come on in. So I have a rack here. Now, this is the whole rack. There's a million different things you could do from here. You could basically French the bones and do like one of those crown roasts. You ever seen those? Where you wrap it all around. Those are super fun and cool. There's a bunch of different stuff that you could do, but today we're gonna be making lamb lollipops. So these bones right here are kind of giving us a beautiful little roadmap to show us where to go. Now on the back side, we have this gorgeous, beautiful fat cap, and we can get rid of it if we want, because we do want to fabricate these just a little bit. So you can use your fingers and kind of follow down. It's odd how much fabrication, which is just a fancy word for making it look nice, you can do with your fingers without a knife. So just kind of give it a little bit of pressure. Once you get to a little hard part, or part that's giving you a little trouble, take your knife there, just follow that beautiful roadmap that nature gave us, and pull that back. Now this is just for presentation. This is obviously edible and you can use it for a bunch of stuff, but we don't want it today because we want to keep these little lamb lollipops nice and clean. All right, I feel great about that. Now we've got this beautiful, beautiful action right here. Now again, we're not gonna get rid of this. Actually, you know what I wanna do, buddy? I'm gonna use all of this beautiful fat. Come over here to the griddle for me. I've got the 36-inch set to stun. I've got 2 set on high and the other 2 off. So I'm focusing all of my energy over these 2 burners. And I'm gonna take that fat, look at that beautiful, gorgeous lamb fat. Look at that, beautiful. We're maximizing our lamb flavor. Let's just go ahead and leave this on there. And we're gonna let that render for just a bit while we finish up. All right, come on. Like I said before, these little bones are gonna give us a roadmap. So back here, we're gonna follow these bones. Let's make this first one, do you wanna do a double? Sure, let's do one double, just to see. When we get to the bottom, we're just gonna navigate our knife, just find where it slides through, and like magic, we've created a beautiful little double chop lollipop. I just came up with that, CJ. Pretty proud of myself. Let's do a single chop lollipop. No, these aren't chops, these are lollipops. But chops are fantastic. We did one not too long ago with was it a pomegranate acai or pomegranate soy glaze? It was fantastic. If you've never had lamb before, let me assure you, you are missing out. It is loaded with flavor. It's a little expensive, but if you want to elevate that backyard griddle game, this is definitely a way to do it. No need to feel intimidated or nervous about it. It's really, really simple. And there we go. What we're left with is this beautiful, it's like a little music note right there. You know, I don't want to double chop. It was funny. It sounded fun. But in practicality, I want to get more surface area. That's what this dish is all about, surface area. So I'm actually going to take this one back down to single chops. So same thing, remember that bone down there, navigate your knife through until it slides through nice and easy. There we go. And then we're left with this beautiful little nugget. Stunning. Let's check on our fat over here that was rendering out for us, and we should be looking pretty good. Look how much fat's rendering out. Can you see that, bud? Oh yeah. So we're gonna cook our lamb in the lamb fat. Let's let that go just a bit longer. You know what, before we start cooking our lamb, because this doesn't take long at all, let's talk about chimichurri. Now chimichurri traditionally doesn't have mint in it, but if you are a fan of lamb, a lamb fan, you know that mint is traditionally kind of that flavor pairing. I wouldn't say that I'm not a fan of mint. I'm just more a fan of the other flavors I'm gonna add. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna basically create a mint chimichurri. So down here, CJ, check out all these lovely, beautiful ingredients. Now this is gonna be nice and rough. We're gonna start with some parsley. a decent amount of parsley here. And we're also gonna do some mint. So I'm gonna pull these mint leaves off and put them right here in my bundle. Now we're gonna chop the mint and the parsley till it's really, really fine. I mean, it's a fairly rough chop. You don't have to be so aggressive with it all the way down. We want that texture, we want that beautiful, gorgeous appearance. So just give it a nice rough chop until they're both basically the same shape, nice and tiny. The aromas are amazing. I don't dislike mint, I just don't use it that often. But maybe I should, like now in the moment, I'm like, oh man, it smells so good. It smells so good. All right, we're gonna add all of this to a little bowl. So I'm gonna go ahead and take all of those beautiful, bright green herbs, ton of flavor right into our bowl. You know what, I'm hearing my lamb fat crackle over there, CJ. Let's go give it a gander. Can you see how much fat we have? It's just this beautiful, shiny, glistening. How many other adjectives can I use? Beautiful, do I use that one enough? I'll say beautiful. It's a beautiful sheen of deliciousness, and that's what we're gonna cook our beautiful lamb lollipops in. Let's season those up real quick with just a bit of salt and pepper, and we're good to go. Oh, you know what else would be really fun? My good buddy, Chef Eric, does this, and I think it's a great idea, and I forgot I had some over here. Spicy brown mustard and lamb are almost as dynamic a duo as CJ and I. Almost. So I'm gonna take a little bit, let me make a little space over here. Check out this little trick. I'm gonna go down with some spicy brown mustard, just a bit like that. Let's grab our tongs. I'm just gonna kind of, just take a little bit, and we're gonna rub it in, like that. Just use your cutting board, just to get a nice little touch of flavor on there. We didn't season the other side, so let's leave that side out. Just grab a little bit, and get both sides. Just a little dab of that beautiful vinegary punch. It's gonna give us some acidity and some really great flavor. Having the bones gives us this nice little handle to work with too, which is really fun. Let's season this other side and we are ready for the griddle. And look at these little beauties. We haven't even cooked them yet and I'm getting excited. Now again, we had our griddle on high heat. We had it set to stun and we have check this out, buddy. All of this gorgeous, gorgeous fat is rendering. Let's bring some of that, make a little bed of flavor. Now you can you see how much it's smoking? That means we are up to searing temperature, and that's what we want because these little guys are real tiny. We need to sear them fast and cook them quickly. Otherwise, we'll get overcooked because it's such a tiny little morsel of deliciousness. So what we're gonna do, put them all down just like that and sear them for about, let's say a minute and a half per side, and we'll be golden. Let's let those cruise. Let's finish our chimney. Now it's really not much left to do. It's pretty simple, actually. Chimney to me is one of those kind of staple recipes that you need as like a base. You can add anything else you want to it. For instance, I usually use more cilantro, parsley, lime, but today I'm using mint. So there's little variables, little ways you can make a recipe your own or help it match the protein. In this case, what we're doing with our lamb. Let's finish up. I've got some mint and parsley already done. Now let's get to a bit of garlic. I've got some fresh garlic. I'm gonna peel that, mince it up really, really tiny, add that to our herbs. Then we're gonna add just a bit of red wine vinegar. This is gonna give us some acidity, a little bright, punchy flavor. We're also gonna add some lemon and some lime juice. I like the combo of both. I just feel like it's a dynamic sweetness. And then last little bit I wanna add is some red pepper flakes. This is gonna give us just a touch of heat. It's gonna sing on our lamb chops. Oh, also just a bit of salt and pepper, mix it up. And what am I doing? Olive oil and some oil. Forgetting everything today. Mix all of that up and we're good. It's pretty simple. I mean, it's as basic as it gets. Let's get back over to our lamb chops and give them a flip. The beautiful thing about lamb is we get that gorgeous crispy Maillard reaction, and now we have this almost like a single bite of crazy deliciousness. So once you've got that beautiful caramelization, the flip only takes, let's call it another 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and we're almost ready to eat. Should we talk about how to plate this? And you can really serve this with whatever you like. I like it family style, or at least serving it more like a platter, where you just kind of stack everything up and then garnish with the chimney. But by all means, serve this with whatever side dish you like. We're 30 seconds out. It's almost time to get after it. That's what I'm gonna do. CJ, I know you're not a huge fan of lamb, but that's okay. That's okay, because today, I'm taking you to new places. Taking you to places where flavor should be. Now we have that beautiful mint chimney. This is the last step and we're done. I've got a little plate here, just pretty much stacked everything up the way I like to see it. We're gonna go over the top with that chimney. Now the longer these herbs and flavors sit in that oil, the more flavorful it's gonna get. So by all means, go ahead and take some of that oil and garnish over the top. Or you could make this the night before, let it sit overnight and the flavors are just through the roof. Let's take a bite of this gorgeous creation. Do you see this? I can't tell how excited CJ is behind the camera because he's so quiet, but Whoa, whoa, so many flavors. And you know what you could do? Come in here really close, CJ. All that beautiful flavored oil at the bottom, get in there like that. Just get a little love on there. Ooh, come on. You don't even need utensils. Little bone sits in there perfect. It's so good. So good. I don't even want to finish filming this. I gotta go eat the rest of this. I'm gonna eat this whole plate. Remember, bringing that restaurant experience to your backyard, it's not hard. Just a little bit of technique, elevate your plating, a little bit of butchery goes a long way, a little fabrication. That was a fun one. Be sure to go to blackstoneproducts.com for this recipe and a ton more. Check out Blackstone Betty's show, Family Style, where she actually does do family style stuff. Todd Toven's show, and Mr. CJ Frazier's first cooking show, all right here on the Blackstone YouTube channel. If you haven't yet, click the subscribe button and the bell icon so you get a notification every time we post a video. I'm your host, Chef Nathan Lippy. This is Cook, Eat, Repeat, where we help you become a better cook, one recipe at a time. I'll see you guys in the next video.